In the house, Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma State's offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Smashes through the tackle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. On the ball, going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught in the backfield, it's Brooks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Quick completion on the out route. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are...
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Give to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you said.
Is good.
They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up.
He lost one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Feeling some heat. And he's got it! Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys!
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold up.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Brooks. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Using his legs, it's Brooks. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Oklahoma State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Returner brings it out to the 19.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Bowman. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground